Adam Taxon talking with Pittsburgh Pirates uberfan Bill Moritz, who recently went down to spring training not that recently, in Florida to watch his beloved Pirates, who, of course, have not had a winning season since 1992. So they're in unprecedented territory for major sports franchises for 19 consecutive losing seasons. You can rent a car and not remember a Pirates winning season at this point. However, and I'm here in Philadelphia, I'm looking at the National League standings. The Phillies are, we're used to their 5 consecutive division titles. They're 29-33, comfortably in last place, 8 games behind the Washington Nationals. And as of last night, in contrast, the Pittsburgh Pirates are tied but have the tiebreaker over the Cincinnati Reds with a 32-27 record. Not only a winning record, but in first place. So, Bill, congratulations.
Thank you so much, and it does give me pleasure to hear that the Pirates are in first place and not the Phillies, who are projected to again be World Series competitors.
Well, I want to get a little bit of a primer on the Pirates, who these players are. I mean, they're a young team. They have some really good players, and, I guess it's someone we can root for. They're not in the Phillies division, even though there are 5 teams in baseball that are actually geographically closer to Citizens Bank Park than the Phillies. Obviously, the 2 New York teams, Baltimore and Washington, and Fenway Park is 1 mile closer at 309 miles away than PNC Park is at 310 miles away, though I guess PNC's Park is closer to where we actually live in Philadelphia. But anyhow, tell us a little bit about this Pirates team and what we can expect.
Well, I think our pitching has been much improved with the additions of A.J. Burnett and Eric Bedard. Both are veterans. Both have had winning seasons, especially A.J. Burnett, who has been a World Series champion and played for the Yankees. He is a mentor for all these young pitchers that have come up for the Pirates that have been developed and are still developing from our minor league system that have been drafted high in the draft. We've been drafting pitchers for many years now. So it's good to see that A.J. Burnett is mentoring these guys to really, if they have a bad start, that he's going to coach them and mentor them so they can just rebound and be a real true professional. I think that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I noticed you emphasized the pitching because their batting is near the bottom of both leagues in just about every category. However, one player is standing out, a guy named Andrew McCutchen, who I think it's safe to say is the best position player you all have. Is he a name we should really be getting to know? He leads the team in batting average, home runs, RBIs, on-base percentage, and hits. And this is a star, I assume.
Yeah, Andrew McCutchen's a superstar, there's no question, and he's been signed for a long-term deal, which is something new for the Pittsburgh Pirates to actually not develop players to go to competitors like the Yankees and the Red Sox, and so it's really great that he's been signed, and it's a sign for things to come. Pedro Alvarez, I think, is also a superstar in waiting. We just have to be a little bit more patient.
What position does he play? What position does Pedro Alvarez play? I don't know him.
Pedro Alvarez was the number 2 pick overall in the draft 3 years ago, and he was projected as being power hitter, 30 home runs a season, and he I believe, has about 8 or 9 home runs already, but his average and strikeouts are quite low. Strikeouts are quite high. But he's developing, and I think that he still has a chance. I think we have a great coaching staff, and Clint Hurdle that's really being patient with him and showing faith and that his abilities, and I think that he's gonna be very good for the Pirates.
And he's a third baseman. But you talked about the pitchers, and you mentioned the veterans A.J. Burnett and Eric Bedard, who are having good seasons. But your best pitcher seems like it's a young guy named James McDonald. Tell us about him.
James McDonald was acquired from the Dodger organization. One of the, in my opinion, few good moves that Neil Huntington, our general manager, made. He's had, I think, many more failures and successes, but this by far is one of his true success stories. and he's leading the league in a lot of categories. ERA, WHIP. He goes deep in the ball games. He's got great stuff. He had a poor outing the last time, but we'll see how he rebounds. Again, AJ Burnett probably will mentor him, and he should rebound, and he should stay consistent the rest of the year. That's what we're hoping for.
And another thing we Phillies fans can be jealous of, given the rocky year that, what was our closer? The guy we got from Boston. Why am I blanking on his name? I only had one coffee so far today. What's his name?
Papelbon.
Yeah, Jonathan Papelbon. Boy, I'm slow. You have a reliable closer in Joel Hanrahan, it seems like. He's projected to have 47 saves this year. He has 17 so far. His ERA is 2.63. He's getting over a strikeout per inning. He's the real deal, I assume, right?
Well, yeah, Papelbon's a great pitcher. There's no question about it. But he's also getting paid about, I don't even know, I'm just going to guess, 3 to 4 times the amount as Joel Hanrahan is. I know Joel is getting around $2.5 million, which is one of the highest paid players on the Pirates already. But I think without Joel Hanrahan, the hammer, the Pirates would be in a much worse situation than they are today. He's been a major trade rumor already for the Pirates, and if they do trade him, it could potentially be the same old Pirates, and it really, we'll see, but it really depends. What they get for him, I would be open-minded. It really just depends. We need hitting, but Joel is really a true great player, and I would really be sad if he left us. But we're open-minded. We want to win for the long term.
Yeah, and I want to apologize to you again. Yesterday, when we were at a birthday party barbecue, this is how diehard a fan are. I mentioned that the Pirates had won, and you said, "Don't tell me that. I record every game," and I owe you an apology for that. But let me just ask you one more thing. Who do you think will be the Pirates' biggest competition? Obviously, Cincinnati won the division 2 years ago, and they're tied with the Pirates for first now. St. Louis won the World Series, but they haven't been playing that well, though they weren't playing that well at this point last year either. And Milwaukee won the division, but they really haven't even gotten started this year. Which of those teams do you think will be the most likely to be in it with the Pirates, or if the Pirates fade in the NL Central this year?
You got to look at Cincinnati. They have a pretty well-rounded lineup, decent pitching. Also St. Louis as well. But again, I don't think that anybody has the pitching the Pirates do, and when you have pitching, you can win games. And, that's a little scary for me to say, but, if the Pirates continue to pitch the way they're pitching, and they don't have a free fall where the pitching after the All-Star break, they were tired, young guys, and they just collapsed, and they pretty much lost every game after the All-Star break, and they went from first to last, and I think with the
No, Houston was in last year. Houston had the worst record in baseball. Houston had the worst record in baseball. I think they came in 5th. Houston had the worst record in baseball last year. But hopefully Jerry Meals won't screw you guys over like he did last year against the Braves in that 19-inning game. Anyhow, Bill Moritz, thank you for your time today, and we will be keeping up with the Pittsburgh Pirates, especially if the Phillies continue to have this miserable season. Okay, I'll talk to you later. See ya.
Bye-bye.